Good morning, NFL fans, and good morning, Philadelphia Eagles fans, to a different Eagles video. And actually, this is going to be an NFL video, and I'll explain a little bit more in a second. Quick disclosure, yeah, you will probably hear my kids watching VeggieTales upstairs during this video. I'm not going to tell my kids to, be quiet, Dad's making a video. If you watch my videos during the season anyway, I'm on North Broad Street in Center City, Philadelphia, with cars whizzing by me. So if the little bit of noise bothers you, oh well, it doesn't bother me. And I love my family, so they take precedence even over this stuff. Anyway, that's my disclosure. On to football. So, right now, we just finished free agency and the draft. There is a lot of time. This is the middle of May. There's a lot of time between now and when football actually starts getting played. Like, even the preseason's still kind of slow, but it's getting a whole lot closer to football time, where in September, I think it's like the second week of September is when the season actually starts. This is a very frustrating time for football fans, like dedicated football fans. Now, my Phillies, of course, on a 6-game winning streak, woo, give me a little hope to watch the Phillies play. My Sixers didn't make the playoffs, neither did my Flyers. And the Union are starting to play, but I'm a football nut. I'm just very true and honest about that, and I can't wait for the season to start. So right now is a really frustrating time because you can see, like on NFL.com and these other websites, they really don't have much to write about. I think that's one of the biggest things about the whole Brady deflate gate and all that stuff like that. They're blowing it up way big because they have nothing else to talk about in the first place. So I have my ideas about where the NFL is now, where I think they are going, and where I think they should go. I don't like the idea of the NFL going over to Europe. I think we already tried NFL Europe and wasn't successful for a reason, because the rest of the world is playing soccer, or they call it football because they play the whole game with their feet. We like to be different, whatever. And I don't like games going over to England. I don't. I think the NFL should be built up here, and this is something that should attract the world if they desire to come to America to watch our sport. Football is our sport, just so much like baseball is. Okay. That being said, I really believe that the fan has a whole lot more responsibility, and not just writing Roger Goodell. He has his own things that he's worrying about. I think the fan is supposed to really take this on, so I'm going to take this on as a project this year and going forward. Of course, I've been doing Eagles videos on North Broad Street after I was deemed like the biggest Eagles fan in 2010, so in 2011, up until now, I do a weekly video on the Eagles, and pretty much only on the Eagles. I think there is room to grow even with doing videos about not just the Eagles, but about the experience Eagles fans and the teams that they are playing together. I've done some videos with Hillsborough 34, which is a Tampa Bay Bucks fan from down in Florida, and that has been very successful, not just combining two teams together, but we've actually texted each other personally now because of what we've done on YouTube, and that's actually something beautiful, a beautiful relationship that's built out of the love for football. It really has. And I think that could happen even more. So here's my plan. And this is what I want to be responsible for doing and want to invite other people. I think that we can really come together in football and have a whole lot of fun. Every year, our team plays 8 home games and 8 away games. And then depending on how things go, then you have the playoffs and Super Bowl and all that stuff like that, if you're that fortunate. Why not highlight the places, like, say, an Eagles fan, if we travel, we're a really good traveling team. Like, there's the Eagles, Pittsburgh. I mean, there's a lot of good traveling teams. Dallas. There's a lot of good teams that travel other places and to go see their team play. But when you go there, are you just going to go see your team play, or do you actually want to experience that other city? One of the best places I've been to is actually San Francisco, when the Eagles beat San Fran. It was back in like 2003 or 4 or something like that, and we won 31-19, but I really got to experience that city. And I was taken in by the people in that city, and it was a very beautiful event and weekend for me. And I think other people should be able to experience that. They should be able to experience whatever entertainment that they have, whatever food, whatever history and culture. They should be able to experience that and be welcomed in, and that makes the experience at the stadium that much better. Because now you come with the understanding of what that place is about. So also you're least likely to get in fights with people and be a disorderly fan. You're more or less to come there with a respect and a love for the game, and also a part love for their city, which will bring things together. Actually, it was at a San Diego Chargers game against the Eagles, the one where Jason Avant had a ridiculous catch. I remember that. And I remember the kind of fan that I was because I understand San Diego a little better. Also, I was stationed there when I was in the military. So I understand San Diego a little better. And it was more about the fun that we all had together and people coming up from elevations high up and wow, you're a pretty awesome fan. And you're an Eagles fan? We had this perception Eagles fans were turds. You know, like they're just going to come over here and light the place on fire and start fights. It's like, no, we're not all like that. We're going to change the perception by the way that we do things. So what I propose is this. There's 8 teams coming to Philadelphia, and Philadelphia is going to 8 teams. Now we're in the NFC East, which means we play Dallas, Washington, and the Giants. 1 home game, 1 away game. So that's obvious. That happens every year. This year, we welcome, I hope I don't get it wrong, I have my little cheat sheet, but we welcome New Orleans, Miami, Tampa Bay, Buffalo, and Arizona. And the places we go away to, Atlanta, Carolina, the Jets, New England, and Detroit on Thanksgiving. Along with already the mentioned Dallas, Washington, and the Giants. Why not see for the places we intend on going to, for instance, like Atlanta. My grandparents used to live in Atlanta. They're really big on peaches, right? Peaches is food. I can imagine, like, you know, Southern hospitality and all that stuff. Why not learn what their history and the sharing of their food and their culture and stuff while we're down there? Like, what kind of places to go to, you know, while we're down there? Or, you know, Carolina, or what activities can we do? Is there anything going on while the game for that weekend? To be a good visitor. But that requires for us to communicate with the people we're going to. Hey, look, we're coming out. What do you guys have? This is the kind of stuff that we see up here in Philly, but what's different down there? What really entices us down there? On the flip side, people that are coming from New Orleans, people that come from Miami and Tampa and Buffalo and Arizona. What are you guys about? What do you guys like? And is there stuff about Philadelphia that's going to help for the time that you're here and you travel to see your team, that this place can be home for a weekend or so, and entice for you to come back and learn that much more about Philadelphia? Because I'll tell you what, if shown the right way, you'll fall in love with the city just as much as I have. Well, maybe not that much, because I love Philly like you wouldn't believe, but you might want to come back and then, you know, have a vacation here, and that's a good thing. On top of, if people are coming from other countries visiting this country anyway, right, your video that you post about this, because I intend on posting this information during my Eagles video, they might be like, wow, there's also this other cool stuff going on. So we're going to go to the United States, and if we're in New York City, yeah, we can go to a Giants game or a Jets game or so, but we can also experience this theater, this comedy, this food, this, you know what I mean? It generates that much more excitement for the weekend, for the experience, for the trip. For you businesses out there, I'm speaking to all the teams that the Eagles are going to be traveling to and coming here. First, the ones we're traveling to, let us know. Like, if you think you have an awesome cheesesteak, people from Philly will come out and eat and be able to rate it. And I would want to see videos on that, and I'd want to post that. I think that'd be awesome. Let's get the fans involved. But also, if you think that you have something different, that, hey, if you're in this area, if you're in Arizona and or we're in Dallas, and we think we have really great Mexican food that you definitely don't experience up here, or very little up here in Philadelphia, come to my restaurant. And this is the kind of stuff that I provide. Or come do this. Then that's awesome. Come to the Alamo and see that. Like, that's just awesome. They share that. Philly, same thing, but hey, look, if you're a business out there, contact me. Mailbox@kidphilly.com. All people, contact me. Or, better yet, put comments on this video. And I'm going to come out and see you to see if it's worthy of people to come and visit when it's time for their team to play here. Say, hey, look, and target it at those people that are going to be coming from those specific cities. You know they're coming. Miami plays the Eagles here on a specific day. If, let's say, the establishment like Cuban Libre, why not target those Miamians while they're already going to be here in Philadelphia and say, hey, look, if you're here, this is authentic cuisine and dance and stuff that will help you feel at home. Come to Cuban Libre and enjoy yourself. It's located here. This is the kind of food that we serve, and this is the kind of music that we play. Get the idea? So I really want to help lead the charge in the fan taking over the direction I believe the NFL can go in and truly make the experience that much better, and for the fan to be that much more involved, and not for it to just be 60 minutes of football on Sunday, but make it an entire weekend. So please post your comments. What I want you to do is share this video, specifically for Eagles fans. I want you to share this video with all the teams that we're going to be playing this year, because I want to hear from other teams' fans as well. I do. Share this with people that aren't even football fans. If you're a fan of your city, you can still provide input on where people should go when they come to your city. Even if you're not a nutcase football fan, you can still be a nutcase about your hometown. And I still want to hear it. And you can still have that input. And maybe in the future, maybe this blows up, and maybe I can have influence with the teams and get people perks with the city or with the teams. Maybe they get upgraded tickets, or maybe they get, I don't know, something. But it has to start somewhere, and I'm starting it now. If you're a fan of another team, allow for this to spread. Allow for it to spread, and do it for your own team. And I want to see the results of this, and I want to encourage it, and I want to promote this. I really do, because I really think the experience can be that much greater. But I can talk forever about this, but I have a lot of passion, a lot of energy about Philadelphia and about the Eagles and about what things can be. And I want to take steps to get there. So I don't even know what to call this. If you have an idea of what this should even be called, post a comment. I read every single one of them, and I'm looking forward to hearing from all the fans, especially ones that the Eagles are playing this year. My email, just in case you want to write something specific, mailbox@kidphilly.com. But I want to encourage for you to write a comment at the bottom, because other people can see that and they can make comments on it as well. And then if somebody else sees like your comment, like, oh, I like to do this, or oh, maybe, for instance, like you're from Florida or something, and you love like Juanes, which is actually from Colombia, but it's kind of close, and they're going to be playing in Philadelphia, and that during that time frame, they might post like, hey, maybe you should go to this concert and go listen to this, and it'd be fun. Like, get that idea, just cloud going, like that mix just going, and once it goes, it can't be stopped. So I'm going to cut this video now because it's probably getting pretty long, and like I said, I'm pretty excited anyway. It's pretty excitable, and I want you to feel that excitement, and I want you to have fun when you come to my city, and I want us as Eagles fans, when we travel, to be that much better and more respectful fans as well. I'm looking forward to hearing what comes out of this and seeing what comes out of this, and I can't wait for suggestions and stuff to start coming in, because I'm going to start in my city of Philadelphia building my videos that are going to be happening on North Broad Street as usual, kind of like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning in September, and the content to be that much richer for not just Eagles fans, but who we're playing as well. Thanks for listening to this video, and I look forward to the future. Have a great day, and go Birds, go Philly.